Hello everyone, and welcome back to Clan Generator. Last time, the 3 kits of Bounceskitter found 2 more orphaned kits, causing the clan to expand once again. But the joy did not last for long, because their brother, Bouncefoot, died of a yellow cough outbreak of all things. This left poor Padparadschatuft feeling inadequate, like he had failed. Nonetheless, life continues on for HopeClan as they continue struggling to survive. So let's get on with this episode. Brownpaw was seen speaking with a lord. Interesting. And Nimblepaw's stomachache is finally gone. Fleetfreckle apologized to Weevilstripe for something or other. Perhaps he snapped at the she-cat after losing his brother. I'm not really sure. Nimblepaw seems to be oblivious to Padparadschatuft glaring at them from across camp. Weevilstripe covered for Nimblepaw on something minor. Weevilstripe, Nimblepaw, and Padparadschatuft took a sunbath and had a small talk. Weevilstripe helped Brownpaw pick furs out of their pelts. Brownpaw challenged Weevilstripe to spar with them, and Nimblepaw is complaining that Weevilstripe never does anything helpful. The two tend to have a rocky relationship with their adoptive mother. Padparadschatuft feels content. Weevilstripe is wondering if Brownpaw will be chosen for the next gathering. Fleetfreckle is purring loudly. Brownpaw wants to get to know Weevilstripe better, and Nimblepaw feels proud of herself for doing well in training today. Meanwhile, everyone's favorite Bounceskitter is listening to long-forgotten stories about the clan, and Bite gossips with the Milkweed swarm. Bouncefoot spends a considerable amount of time grooming. Yes, Fleetfreckle is currently the mentor to both Brownpaw and Nimblepaw, which is a bit untenable. The challenge tells me I can't make any kind of medicine cat, and I assume I can't make them mediators either, but I don't believe it says anything about changing the mentor of somebody, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Since Brownpaw here is confident with words, I'm going to go ahead and have him finish up his training under Fleetfreckle, because Fleetfreckle is also charismatic and an eloquent speaker, so I'm hoping he can help his apprentice hone those skills. Meanwhile, we're going to pass Nimblepaw off to Weevilstripe, because even though Nimblepaw should be graduating in the next couple moons, I feel like Fleetfreckle would be grateful to have a bit of a break from having 2 apprentices now that Weevilstripe is back on her feet again. I feel like they would all go out together. I mean, it's not going to get them as much experience, but it's safer, and it's also what they're used to doing. We do not have the cats to risk on this. The last time, however, Weevilstripe helped Bouncefoot to get some food from the 2-legs. Weevilstripe knows a lot about 2-legs, but she also knows that they tend to take young cats far, far away, and I don't think she would risk getting her adoptive children in trouble, so I think we're not going to proceed here. Our cats are too smart to risk something with apprentices. Meanwhile, Padparadschatuft goes out alone and thinks they had a vision, but can't make any sense of it. That's just as well, since, I could use random.org, I suppose, but I don't really have a proper prophecy generator at this moment. Okay, then. We really are the place where all the orphaned kits go. This is what HopeClan is, which is actually pretty cool considering their name. A rogue brings their kit named Fruit to the clan, stating they can no longer care for them. Best name ever. I don't know, should we change Fruit's name? I feel like it's a little ridiculous. Okay. Leader or no leader, HopeClan needs more warriors, and Nimblepaw has been working incredibly hard lately. The clan agrees that they should be made a warrior. They gather around the apprentice, and Weevilstripe is nudged forward to do the honor of giving them their name. Purring in pride for their apprentice, Weevilstripe rests their muzzle on Nimblepaw's head and names them Nimblehope. Nimblehope! Honoring their valor. Nimblehope is literally named after the clan itself. I think I should keep that. I think that means something is special about this cat. Fleetfreckle turned to Weevilstripe in a time of need, only for Weevilstripe to abandon them. Okay, then. Does this mean Weevilstripe did not want to nurse little Fruit? Is that what's going on? Wow, that's the only thing I can think of. Partridge is welcoming in Fruitkit. Nimblepaw offers Fruitkit some feathers as a welcome gift. At least we added Kit to their name. That makes it a little better. They're gonna end up with an epic warrior name, I guarantee it. Or medicine captain. Partridge is welcoming Fruitkit. It is interesting. Partridge first welcoming Fruitkit twice, and then Weevilstripe seems to not welcome the kit at all. Perhaps she thinks that they can't take care of a kit right now? Partridge is giving advice to Brownpaw. Weevilstripe caught his name's a tongue twister. Fleetfreckle complaining about them behind their back. Weevilstripe is surprised by Nimblepaw being thoughtful. Brownpaw is stuttering while speaking to Fleetfreckle, and Nimblepaw saw Weevilstripe being rude. Here is little Fruitkit. He looks like an apricot. That is my first impression of one seeing him. Well, he also looks like looks like the color of sand too. Maybe like an acorn. Kind of looks like a little acorn to me. He has a gorgeous classic pelt, it looks like, and is a daring kitten who's confident with words. Looking in his relationships, it really looks like he's latched onto Partridge and Nimblehope. Speaking of, here is Nimblehope's adult sprite. She is gorgeous. And her brother's sprite, they both looked kind of like I expected them to look from their apprentice sprites. And her brother has not gotten his adult traits yet, but I can look at hers. She turned out to be still bloodthirsty. We're always going to have a bloodthirsty cat in this clan. And fairly clairvoyant. Okay. When I clicked on history earlier, it crashed. So I feel like I probably shouldn't click on it, even though it was working before. Okay. Yeah, I think there's an update that I didn't get. Maybe that patched that. I don't know. Well, we'll look at it next time. Partridge is rethinking his life choices. Weevilstripe wonders how Partridge is doing. Perhaps she feels really bad about the fight they had earlier. And Fleetfreckle is talking to himself about the fight she had with his brother. I feel like we should set an adoptive parent for Fruitkit here. I kind of feel like having Fleetfreckle as Fruitkit's adopted parent makes the most sense, because he seems to have latched onto him. Fleetfreckle was willing to approach Weevilstripe about nursing the kit. I also feel like Nimblehope would probably actually end up nursing the kit if Weevilstripe refused to do it, which I'm not sure why I can't set Nimblehope as the kit's parent. It's a little odd, but I think it's probably because she's still too young, the game thinks, to have kittens, which is fair. But also then, why Bounceskitter? Why does she, as soon as she becomes like 12 moons or whatever, why does she all of a sudden find these kits and adopt them? So that doesn't make much sense. But whatever, we're gonna set it as Fleetfreckle here. I feel like we should finish up Brownpaw's training. We're going to proceed, and the patrol quickly hides themselves behind a bush and sets up an ambush that sends the rogue fleeing off HopeClan territory. Yay! Brownpaw has done well on this patrol, which means hopefully he'll get his warrior name next moon. Ooh, sounds like a potential new cat. The patrol follows the noise and comes upon a kittypet that's sniffing around. The kittypet notices them and bundles towards the patrol. The kittypet quickly begins a story about how they've been training for days now, and they're finally ready to join HopeClan. Well, alright then. What is this name? Padparadschatuft. I feel like I should change that just for my sanity, but at the same time, it's so funny. Uh, I will never be able to pronounce that right, ever. Okay then, here is Padparadschatuft. Perfect. He's a warrior of 71 moons. He looks gorgeous, even though he's only a 2-color pelt. I mean, that is awesome. The way that sprite is. Okay, anyway. He's an excellent teacher with helpful insight, and he's prepared in his experience level. Nowhere near where Weevilstripe was, I don't think. Yeah, look at that. Of course, she's been in the clan for a while now, but still. She was like, I think 100 something, or maybe even 200. I don't think 200. She was higher, but it's not bad. It's not like he has no experience. And he is, of course, formerly a kittypet. Also, with his age, it looks like it's possible for him and Weevilstripe to be mates, which could be exciting, for sure, since we've literally never had any cat had an actual kits or, like, a mate in this clan. Well, except for, Bounceskitter, it's kind of unknown whether, I mean, I think the game wanted it to be that she adopted the kits. I might have taken some liberties with that and said that she had the kits with an outsider. But I don't think anyone in the clan really knows which it is or really even cares at this point. But in any case, no one in the clan has ever actually ended up having kits. So it would be exciting for that to happen. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's just continue with our patrols for the day. Does he have to do a patrol to prove himself? No, it doesn't seem like it. Well, should we just have him help the medicine cat? So that neither of them die? Yeah, that's probably good. What? Already? Jeesh, okay. Maybe he was even brought here by StarClan cats. They have an in-depth conversation about Padparadschatuft's vision as they walk. By the time they head back to camp, they have a good idea of what they should do with the information. Ooh, interesting. It's quite likely this could have been Lion Ember, who was thinking about a message to send. Or Milkweed Swarm, who knows that Fleetfreckle has a secret. It wasn't Galespot's, we know, because it wasn't a dream of Weevilstripe's. Also, Peacoat's just chillin' and marveling at the beauty of the night sky. Maybe she's finally relaxing and enjoying her new afterlife. HopeClan welcomes Brown Minnow in as a new warrior, honoring their insight. Brownpaw has finally passed his test as an apprentice and has the experience now in order to serve his clan as a warrior. Fleetfreckle had a huge argument with their new adoptive kid, Fruitkit. Fleetfreckle, Partridgefur, and Nimblehope took a sunbath and had a little talk. Partridgefur stands tall when Fruitkit walks by. Weevilstripe doesn't notice Fleetfreckle twitching their whiskers at them. Okay, it is a neutral effect, so it doesn't really do much. Weevilstripe is frustrated that Fruitkit won't take their actions more seriously. Looks like little Fruitkit is causing some mischief. Brown Minnow sees that Weevilstripe's piece of prey is tastier and asks if they'd like to swap, and they happily swap. Nimblehope is having a wonderful time discussing recent clan news with Padparadschatuft. Fruitkit is surprised to hear Partridgefur express an ideal they can agree with, and Pad is talking with Brown Minnow. Maybe I'll just call this guy Pad for short. Partridgefur eavesdrops on Nimblehope. Interesting. Weevilstripe tries to set a good example for younger cats. Pad is this moon's heartthrob? Oh my god. Okay. I don't know who all's heart is throbbing, except maybe Weevilstripe? But I'm gonna just check his relationships real quick. Okay, there's a little bit of something there with Weevilstripe. And that would be awkward. Yeah, let's see. I mean, both of it's platonic, though, not romantic. And then we have... yeah. Yeah, there's not much here. I mean, Weevilstripe really likes Partridge Fur, but that's platonically. There's no romantic like for anybody right now, so that hasn't stopped me from shipping characters before, for story reasons or just for the reasons that I need kits, but I don't think it's really the time. Fleetfreckle is sparred with some clanmates. Nimblehope wonders how Pad is doing. Brownminnow wants to get to know Nimblehope better. And Fruitkit is trying to growl menacingly. Perfect. Yeah. He is a daring little thing. Maybe he's causing some trouble in the way that everybody's worried about him. Bounceskitter is worried about the clan's ability to survive the latest ailment. Bite-Iris is chattering at the birds. And Bouncefoot is admiring the stars in their fur. Peacolt is back to guarding her territory fiercely. Wait, why? Why are we gathering herbs? There's no medicine cat in this book. Oh, that's why. I remember yeah, I think Bounceskitter once ate deathberries. I think she would have told that story, or Bite-Iris would have, at least. I could proceed. I do think Fleetfreckle probably wouldn't die. And they'd get experience. I don't think it's worth it. Okay, there's some fish, but we can't catch them. We're gonna go get some Bethany, and we did get Bethany. Our camp is once again gorgeous, and we're gonna go ahead and go on with the moon. Partridge Fur got white cough. Leaf fall has brought sickness to our clan. Oh, wow. Brownminnow has a stomach ache. A Fruitkit was grabbed by a hawk, and the kid is injured after being saved by Brownminnow. The herb stores are inspected, and the blackberry went bad. So our medicine cat is sick. 2 of our clanmates are sick, and part of the herbs went bad. Things are not looking good here. I feel like I can't set another medicine cat. The only thing I can do, maybe, is try and pair some cats up to get some kits, which, you know, it won't help our cats that are sick, but if they do die, then hopefully the clan can survive. I mean, this clan started out as just a ton of kits, so even if all the adults died, it is definitely possible to come back from that. Fleetfreckle drops into the medicine den to ask Partridge Fur if they've eaten yet. He's worried about his brother. His brother's sick. His brother is still trying to work on curing cats, even though he's sick, but he can't do a very well job at it. Partridge Fur is checking on Nimblehope. Weevilstripe saw Nimblehope the other day, but didn't get a chance to say hello. Weevilstripe thinks Fruitkit's being annoying. Brownminnow thinks Weevilstripe is very helpful. Nimblehope wonders what Fleetfreckle thinks about mates. Okay then, hello there, just when I'm thinking about that. Yep, that's a pairing. It's gonna happen. I know it's a little awkward. It's not completely awkward. I mean, there's an age gap, yeah. And Fleetfreckle basically watched Nimblehope grow up from a kid, yeah, but they aren't related. If it had... I don't know. It's a little awkward, but you know what? This is survival. Fruitkit caught Weevilstripe in a lie. And Pad had a difficult conversation with Fleetfreckle, and they now have a deeper understanding of each other. Fleetfreckle is 36 years old. Nimblehope is 14 years old. It is only a 12-moon gap. Okay, I don't know. Alright, let's check their relationships just to see. Yep, there's something there. I also want Bounceskitter's lineage to continue. I don't want all of her children to just die and then that's it. Like, there's nothing after that. So, I clicked history again.
After the game crashed, unfortunately, it reverted back to Moon 40. Now, I'm not really sure what I should do about this. I can try and edit back in the events that happened, and the new cats that had joined the clan to the best of my abilities. Of course, there's going to be bumps in the road when I'm doing save file editing of any kind, and it will take me time. Or, if you guys prefer, I could just continue on with the save file as of this point, and be sure to save every moon from now on. For those of you that are curious as to how this could have happened, the answer is a combination of previous save file editing and the update that I've updated this game to. As you can see, when I click on Weevilstripe's history, it works fine. But when I click on, say, Fleetfreckle's history, well, this happens. At first, I thought it was just the history bug that I had been experiencing before, when history didn't work for any cat, when it was first added to the game, that is. But no, it isn't that at all. In fact, the game cannot recognize the variable that's in Fleetfreckle's code. As you can see, it says this should not appear. Before the update, it said outsider roots, which is what I had put into the code when I thought that canonically Fleetfreckle and his siblings should be Bounceskitter's biological children. However, I'm not really sure that makes as much sense anymore, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on that matter. But the game, in any case, was fine with it then, but apparently outsider roots is no longer an actual variable in the code, and for some reason it didn't put whatever it was supposed to put in here when it was updated. Maybe because I didn't do something I was supposed to do when I put that variable in, maybe because it was never really a variable in the first place. I don't really know. In any case, that is what caused my game to crash. So, knowing that, I'm a bit hesitant to go in and mess with the code again, but I do like where the story was headed, and I loved the new cats that we had, so let me know what you would prefer. I promise I'm going to back up the save files in case anything does happen. It'll just take me time to do it the other way, so. Alright, now that that's out of the way, I will see you next time, and hopefully HopeClan will be back to normal then.